Hello and welcome. It is the final league game of the season. After 69 IPL matches, we are going to be seeing at the end. And I was just looking at the points table. Every morning I would read the newspaper and look at the points table, and I would see, some teams have played 7, some 6, some 5. It would be over how many matches left, then 8, some has played 9, then it would become double digits. Teams have played 10, like that. And today was the last time I saw that, there were 2 teams that were short of 14. And that will also be over by the time the newspaper comes to my house tomorrow. It will be done and dusted. Point table will be of no relevance, because then it will be a different sort of table that come, which is, that crisscross, who plays who, eliminator, qualifier.
Very interesting. Can you just open the points table even here also, Pant? There's a very, very interesting arithmetic progression when you look at it in the points table. If LSG beat RCB, all the teams will be 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. LSG will get to 14. Sunrisers will get to 13. Go down. 12 to 19. It will be an arithmetic progression in that sense if it happens. If LSG beat RCB today.
Wow. For the sake of an arithmetic progression that Siddharth wants, he'll be hoping that LSG beats RCB. So that, no, he won't be. Actually, he's picked RCB to do very well. Yeah, but it's very interesting. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Till 12. It'll be very, very interesting. Let's see if that happens. But anyway, the equation, as you know, is pretty simple. RCB, unlike most other situations previously where the last match would be important, but people would also be sitting with calculators or things like that, figuring out how many runs, what is the margin of defeat. None of that is of any concern. Yesterday's match also, it wouldn't have bothered them because it wouldn't have affected RCB or Gujarat in that sense. But today, 2 teams will be watching. One that will be playing, one that will be sitting in Gujarat Titans and RCB. And the equation is simple. RCB win, top 2. RCB lose, Gujarat top 2. Very plain and simple it is. There are lots of factors that we will discuss upon and what makes one team more likely to win, whether it is Lucknow, whether it is RCB. And even though I didn't make a prediction yesterday, today we will, because now we know everything. We know the kind of pitch that is going to be available. We know which are the players that have come in, which are the players that have gone out, and there are inclusions for both teams. So with that in mind, we'll take a closer look at this encounter and see which team stands a better chance of winning this game. But before we dive into that, what else is happening? Maybe we should get Shashank Singh to do the prediction. Has he put anything on social media about RCB?
The game. Shashank Singh he's already gone viral for that one prediction that he made in a podcast before the IPL. Top 2. You will see us in the top 2. Now in the press conference that he came yesterday, Shashank Singh mentioned, you can check it, it's around the 5-minute mark. You can check it out. On June 3 at 12 a.m. IST, we will be doing a press conference and we'll tell you we are on top of the world.
That will be June 4th then.
Whatever, June 3 match started, June 4th even.
No, it can be, it's an press conference. Match finishes around
11:15. 11:30. They'll take 40 minutes for the whole.
So 11:45.
Never know.
Or if the match doesn't go
maybe he does not talk about he's not talking about the press conference. He's talking about the post-match.
Post-match presentation. Yeah, possible.
Yeah, post-match presentation.
It will be. I'll be shocked now if it does not happen. To be very honest.
Why not? Why? Why will?
Because the brand. Of
whoever now qualifies second will also have same amount of chance. 2 teams.
Yeah, will have same.
3-4. I'm not counting.
Yeah.
Whoever is 3-4.
But they will have the equal chance. But again, the brand and the way Punjab Kings is playing, I'm saying who would go in favourites if it's GT versus PBKs or RCB versus PBKs.
If let's say RCB win by a thumping win today, then they'll also finish with 19 points. They've also can claim that they've looked like the best team this season. If RCB win today. If GT go, then maybe not, because
they are going with 2 losses.
They've gone with 2, but RCB have just had that one hiccup and overall also have dominated, and they'll finish on the same number of points, almost the same, because if they win, their net run rate will take a boost, so will be around same net run rate. So I think both teams then will be.
But same PBKs and RCB, 14, 9, 4, 1. Same 19 points if they do it today.
One thing I'm really
RCB again have fate in their own hands, like they did last year as well. You beat CSK, you're through. This time as well, fate in their own hands. They don't have to, so they're not in GT's position where they have to wait for someone else to determine their fate. So if
But that's GT's fault.
it's
They had
GT's
two
fault.
chances, not one.
Absolutely.
So imagine 2 games, you had to just win one against teams that haven't done that well in this tournament. All they needed to do is win and qualify top 2. Then this game would be of that would be of relevance. Then it would boil down to net run rate. If RCB
Punjab
can,
and RCB.
net run rate, this, that, whatever.
And by the way, yesterday, did you guys all notice the teams that were winning lower, that streak also ended, na? PBK's beat Mumbai. So now,
placed above.
today, when you look at it, teams that are placed above, they are coming back with a vengeance.
But Lucknow might say we started that trend. You remember?
GT.
And we'll only either continue or end it.
Yeah.
No, the streak has
The
ended. by
streaks
yesterday.
ended.
Streaks.
But they can.
Well, they say we'll have the final word.
Yeah.
And we'll prove we started that streak, and that streak kind of continues with one blip in the middle.
And by the way, there is I don't know if that photo is, I mean, it's circulating on social media that Yuvraj Singh has joined, is with Shubman Gill, and they're walking at Mullampur.
No. He's not joined the
Airport.
franchise. He would have, because that's a marketing deal. No, the company that Yuvraj has invested, as a company that he has investments in, has signed on Shubman as one of their talents. No, I think.
I don't know.
Abhishek.
Oh, that's Abhishek Sharma. No, but Shubman is also his ward only.
Protege.
So that doesn't mean
to meet him.
It's not necessarily that he's joined
GT.
Gujarat Titans, though he and Ashish Nehra are very good friends. Ashish can call him, just come, Mullapur match is there, just give us some.
Yes. And yeah, that's one thing. But then as we build up to the match, yeah, this is the one.
So he's travelled with the Gujarat team.
Yes. UV
They landed in Chandigarh airport. Now Chandigarh airport is fine.
Yeah, it's
When did they reach?
No
Today?
issue as such with in terms of security. Remember, because they had firstly it was stopped, then it started, and then I think only morning flights are allowed or something like that in Chandigarh. Even.
Yeah. There has been no advisory issued that yes.
And you cannot now take pictures in Chandigarh airport. All airports that also have
Navy,
Air Force
the Air Force
bases,
It's close by.
no pictures allowed. How is this picture taken? This is okay. This is inside the
Inside.
airport. From the aircraft you can't take.
And for the franchise also, it might be a little relaxed maybe if the rules would have gotten, because they
No.
they carry a social media team now.
Does not
But
matter.
no,
This is
security is
National
paramount
security,
here.
yaar.
There's nothing for the IPL franchise. And if an IPL franchise tries
It's
to
not
do
allowed
something,
inside the flight. You're not allowed.
I think you're not allowed
Window
to take
shades
the
have to be pulled
tarmac
down.
area and those. And once that flight takes, usually people make videos. All that is not allowed now.
It's not allowed, yes.
The windows have to be down.
Yeah. Have to be.
Till once you're high up in the clouds, then
Yeah. Beyond a certain height.
Yeah, anyway, when you take off, the window shades are down anyway.
No.
right?
No.
You
They
have to
say
keep
no
them
to-
up.
You have to keep them
You
up,
have
in
to keep
fact.
them up.
It's not allowed. And even you are a trained man, you don't even when you're
And I went to
landing.
Bengaluru after 6 years. I had gone by flight here. I really didn't know.
You have to keep up, if I'm not wrong. You have to
Yes,
keep it
yes,
up.
yes.
fine.
Both landing and taking
Yeah.
off.
I was confused where to go. That's why I was very confused. That's the problem.
These are
a train.
family.
It was on the weekend.
Loyalty.
What day was it when we missed Siddharth here and there was a reference to the Indian Railway ticketing system that was made?
I mentioned it to him. I mentioned which day that was, that ticketing. Okay, let's dive down.
But is it going
the
to be
game.
tougher for the players to adjust to life without IPL, or tougher for the fans?
But abhi to there's time.
Just
na.
4 days, na? Those 4 days also does not feel like
No,
IPL.
no, players.
Because every day there's no game.
Why will it be tough for players to adjust? Players needed their contract thing, that will come.
Yeah.
And they feel tired traveling and this.
Yeah.
They look forward to a big holiday. Most of them will be going on a holiday.
Half of them have reached
Not
England
half,
already.
that's 5%.
5%, yeah. No, but all the players who would have really been stressed, the other players all throughout the year, anyways, it's like a vacation only for
So
them.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm talking
IPL
about
is a vacation for players who are
No,
not playing
no.
regular. Yeah.
not playing regular.
Players who are not playing regular for the Indian team.
How is it a vacation? They are playing in IPL. No, there's
Yeah.
pressure. You have to train. You have to work hard. A majority of your players, whatever, it's a group of about 300 odd players that are involved. in total, and 200 of them are regularly playing, they are all, it's strenuous for them, they're practicing. It's not that they don't enjoy that, but it's still work. But all of those 200 are looking forward to a holiday now. And the ones that are going to be under continuous pressure are only a handful, no? 30, 40 out of those 200 who will be in England.
35, 36 people, that's it. You have an 18-member squad here.
You asked me about what majority people. They are all going to be holidaying. Somebody will be in Maldives, somebody will be in Europe, somewhere in
Lake Como,
anywhere they can be. So they'll be in all places.
Somebody will be, no, Champions League final, will they be? No. Yeah, just the ones that are done and not
No, I don't think too many. Only Kuldeep will go. There have to be big fans also, na? To watch the final.
There are a few, I know. Nitish Rana is also quite a football geek.
It's in Wembley, right?
No, it's in Germany.
Allianz Arena.
Yeah. Munich.
Munich. Okay. 1st of June, right? For India, 1st June. 31st.
Okay, let's get into the game. How are we seeing it, gents? Everyone, one by one, pick your winner and reasons for and against.
Before because that might influence my choice for winner. Is there a confirmation that there are a lot of videos circulating that Rishabh Pant is hobbling, and there are a lot of people stating that he may not be available for today's game? Because
I am not sure. I don't think I've seen any reports suggesting that. So as of now, we go with the fact that he's available.
he is available.
So what my question is, what would your mind would have changed? What in
want to
favor of LSG or against it if he was not playing?
I don't want to be mean over here to Rishabh, but if this was Nicky P, then I would have sort of understood.
I want to know from him. Assuming he is not available, do you think that's would have been a positive for LSG or a negative?
Looking at the form with the bat, it would have been a positive for LSG, honestly. Because see, this is the worst season for Rishabh Pant. Let's make no mistake about it in the IPL. This has been his worst year by a country mile. Captaincy wise, yes, some 1 or 2 decisions, if it had gone in his favour, perhaps they would have been fighting for the 4th spot or the 3rd spot also at this stage. Now the problem is Rishabh, he may want to go out on a high. And that is why
he would want to.
Yeah.
We don't know this form. I don't.
No, I'm saying he would want to. Na?
He would want to, but see, he's been shuffled around, up, down, up, down.
No, he has done it himself. Na? He's the captain.
So that's
it
what.
Been done. It's not been done by someone else.
It's called Abba Elmar. He did the Abba Elmar on himself. So that's why.
Okay, so because we're on Rishabh Pant, quick question for everyone. No Adam Akram today. Should Rishabh Pant open or not?
No.
If not Rishabh Pant, then who should open?
I think get in Arshin.
Arshin Kulkarni is an option.
Arshin Kulkarni. Give him one option anyway.
Aryan Juyal.
No, I think they'll open. If in that scenario, they'll want to bat Himmat Singh up the order.
Could be.
Himmat Singh was middle order pehle
No,
also.
but his preferable position is up the order 3-4. So,
Okay.
And he's all throughout the season been the first batter to come in as soon as somebody's gone out. So he's that next batter in line in that sense. So I feel if that's the case, maybe he might come up.
So for you,
Arshin
and not Pant.
Not Pant.
Okay, for you.
For me, Pant, I think I'll ideally still want to open.
But just now you said
I think if Pant does not open, I'm talking about
that.
If Pant does not open,
No, there is an option.
I would want to open with Rishabh Pant, and the reason for that would be that I think that last game he was at least looking like scoring runs. He was timing the ball well. So and the kind of player he is, he's sort of that touch player. If he's in that touch, what we saw in the previous game, then I think opening would perfectly suit him at this point, because hard ball, new ball. If it hits on the bat, it's going to clear the inner field and just 2 fielders outside. He can exploit those conditions. I know he's opened once already and it hasn't worked in favor of him, but at that time he was not looking like scoring runs. In the previous game, at least he has shown some glimpses of timing the ball well and feeling like that he can get runs. So I think he should give it another shot.
Yes, if Pant, not Pant, because there is no Adam Akram, should Pant open, or if not, then who?
See, Pant opening was something I think the franchise should have explored earlier, and they did. I remember the one time that he opened, yes. Now I think it's a lost cause for him to open now, won't make much of sense. You rather try out, let's say, somebody like a Kulkarni who hasn't gotten opportunities in the IPL, too many of them. Maybe you can try him out, but best is that Rishabh Pant stays there, because Rishabh Pant opening was always, it was like an SOS measure back then as well. It wasn't something tactical. It was just to revive form, revive the form of a struggling batter. So back then, when the state was dire, you could have tried that. But right now, nothing much to lose. So you have him there. You rather try out somebody younger.
Yeah, even I would not open with a punt today because again, if he'd shown me something exceptional, maybe. And I really like youngsters, and this is something that's worked out for most teams when they've pushed a youngster to do or take that responsibility. Whether it's a Priyan Sharia, whether it is Ayush Matre, whoever, when you give them that chance, they've excelled. So I would want to see Aaron Juyal or Arshin Kulkarni, one of them, given that chance. Who knows? See, again, you're also looking at next season. What Pant gives you or does not give you is something you already know. He's going to be your captain next season as well. Whether fans want it or not is another question. So he's there, and his role also is not going to change and become an opener next season, I feel. So if he's going to continue that, might as well use this as an opportunity to see the kid who can do it. Just like Chennai have discovered few youngsters, maybe a game or two, you'd be able to see if there is any potential. So no, not for me. Coming back to setting up the game, each of us will pick our winners and give reasons why.
Just before that, in the 11, if Digvesh Tati is definitely coming back in today, so who is he replacing, Ravi Bishnoi or Shahbaz?
I would replace him with Ravi Bishnoi because Bishnoi has been out of form. Again, end of season, Shahbaz has hardly gotten any chance. You want to see a bit more of Shahbaz, and he's done decently well in the chances that you've got. So I would want to rest Ravi Bishnoi, and there's an easy way to rest him as well. I believe he loves chocolates, so give him a few chocolates, and then that way he won't be upset, nah. He'll be happy, okay.
Is there famous chocolate place?
Favorite thing.
No, but in Lucknow, good chocolates, I don't know.
I don't know. I know other places go and eat in Lucknow.
Yeah, that's
like
what.
Kebabs and biryani, but chocolates, I don't know. But chocolate you can get from anywhere. Any supermarket, some good quality Swiss chocolates, and give it to him.
Indeed.
Whichever one.
So if I have to pick out the winner, I think it will be RCB only.
And why? Set up the game.
They had a blip in the last game that they played at the Ekana. That was their home game, so their home record continues in a very poor way. But away, they have been one of the best. I mean, 6 out of 6. This is an away game, so can they do 7 out of 7? That we'll have to figure it out.
It'll be the stuff of legend. It's going to be historic if RCB...
They've lost one game already, na?
But this one, so that was a rescheduled match. This is originally their away game, right?
This is their away
but
game.
they've lost a game away.
Yeah, but
that chain is broken.
could you classify it as a home game? Because
No.
home game.
See, it doesn't.
The
See,
neutral venue.
Neutral, yeah.
My point is that venue has to be your home, Ali. So for me, whatever you can say, Mumbai's home is Wankhede. RR's home is Savai Man Singh Stadium, and Chennai's home is Chepauk. Like that, RCB's home is Chinnaswamy Stadium.
I don't know how the statisticians are going to be looking at it, or how this game, the previous game in fact, will be classified. Will it be an away match or a match held at a neutral venue for RCB? Because if it gets counted as a neutral venue, which it actually was, because it was SRH RCB, right?
RCB SRH.
No, it will be counted as whose home game was that?
It was RCB.
It will be counted as home for statisticians.
But that's being counted like that.
So if it gets counted as an RCB home game, though they were anyway not chasing the home record, they were chasing the away record.
No, I know, but I'm saying for our purposes, see, it doesn't matter what stats are. The whole thing is that they tended to do better, and the conditions in Chinnaswamy weren't suiting them. They tended to do better on different conditions.
They won all their away matches till now.
Yeah, but then that is also away only. Now that's what I'm saying.
So
the ground,
one loss.
whether you count it as home,
Yeah, but then see, they want to recover very quickly from that. They don't want to lose momentum. That is why I think, and they'll be boosted with Hazelwood's return. Potentially, he could be included in the playing 11 also.
No, he will be. What potentially?
Yeah. Again, fitness-wise, whether they want to rush him back and
he wouldn't have reached otherwise. Be rest assured, Hazelwood is playing today.
Hazlewood, yes. But there is also a big concern over Tim David's injury.
Tim David won't play today.
Yeah.
Now go on.
So
Josh Hazelwood, that's the other man that we
And
need
who will
to...
they get in
Arey, we
there?
just spoke about Hazelwood, yaar. We said we.
But no, so because I'm asking about it, training, how much was he really training?
He will play. He's the reason he's
training.
come.
Because I read a report which suggested that it's still not sure that he's definitely playing.
If he's on one leg also, they'll make him play. They need him.
Stoinis also did not do training.
You
He
know,
said
if
that, told
there
them.
is, before I even get to my end, we'll allow Siddharth to finish. But honestly, if no Hazelwood, I'm giving LSG the edge in this encounter. It's as simple as that. So if I'm RCB, I'm 100% getting a Hazelwood to play, knowing fully well that David is also out. They're different players, but they bring different things to the table. So RCB, I cannot imagine, unless he's in such a bad shape that he just cannot take the field, is another thing. But if he's 60-70% also available, he's playing today.
So I think looking at everything that has gone on and looking at the momentum that RCB would not want to lose, they'll be determined to win today. So I'm giving RCB the edge over LSG.
I'll go next. I'm also going for RCB today. I think that away record, at least that's on their mind, and they're very determined to get this last win as well, knowing very well that again the opportunity is for them to grab. Looking at the two teams as well, they're looking like the more confident outfit. The points table tells you that, and not a lot of concerns besides the injury concerns. Not a lot of cricketing concerns and tactical concerns that they have. That the 11 is almost cast in stone. You don't see them tinkering too much. Rajat Patidar looked okay-ish. His fitness issues have been allayed as well. Tim David, they might miss today if he's not going to be playing. But if Josh Hazelwood is back, the other players just pick themselves. I think this is a very confident RCB team. It could be actually a match of It could be a lightweight category taking on a heavyweight category opponent. Could be.
So you think
that.
one-sided encounter?
It could be one-sided.
Okay. Can you, Pawan, also just show me the RCB?
So match
also,
of
probable?
the unevens, perhaps.
Okay.
I feel that according to me, I think as far as confidence.
Should we even ask Shashwat?
I'm giving my
who-
reasons for that, na?
We don't
Yeah.
tell us who you think will win, but just tell us.
No biases. Very honestly, I think it was going to be.
Do you want to take a?
No. I'm telling you, na. It was going to be. It is a
What
very.
odds are you giving me first?
It's a.
Odds? Why should I give you odds when I
That-
know you're going to know the
exactly.
answer?
So you don't even get odds for that. That's exactly my
Not
point.
odds. In negative, you will get.
It's just that. See it.
Do you want to guess which team is he going to pick to win today?
Pant's team, LSG.
No reason. I'll be very honest.
Still
I think
no reason, but
it's going
obvious.
to be a very high scoring encounter. And as soon as Tim David gets out of that batting lineup, I feel that RCB might just struggle in the batting lineup. And it's just not Tim David. Number 3, Mayank Agarwal does not inspire any confidence whatsoever. If they stick with this batting order, and there's 100% a reason why you have drafted in a Mayank Agarwal in place of DDP. And now that you've gotten him, you'll have to play him, and you will be playing him even for today's game. It's not going to be a short rope where he just played one game and he's dropped out now. So I think the batting order does not inspire confidence. Bowling is very good. Spinners have really stepped up, and I think it was a very evenly contested game till the time they had a Tim David in that batting lineup, because you know that Tim David, the way he's striking the ball at this point of time, he can definitely be that person who takes the RCB total with that 20-25 extra runs above par total. RCB can get to a par total on this ground, like we saw the Mumbai Indians getting to yesterday, but then after that it will boil down to the bowlers. I'm just giving the batting order of the Lucknow Super Giants a little edge over here, I think, and that is why I'll just.
Will you support RCB if Swastik Chikara plays?
It won't happen.
If he plays.
No, if they make a couple of changes in the batting order, if they get somebody a good enough finisher and they change the number 3, I think situation could be different. Then I think it will be 50-50.
Although many people are stating that probably a miracle Tim David could play. Probably because they've included him. So that's why. And there has been no confirmation whether he's going to play. It's all last minute.
I'm
shout.
just going by hamstring injuries, Siddharth, you can't play. You cannot. They can use him as an impact sub at best. That's the only way that they can look at bringing him in to the game. But even in that, what is going to be... So, I mean, I'm just looking at the best case scenario. Hamstring cannot heal, so he's definitely not going to be 100%. You tape it up and allow him to bat, maybe batting can be made possible, in which case he will not be able to field, and then he also doesn't do fast running and, you know, gets... That's a big risk you can take, because you might say, okay, he's going to be needed for 15 deliveries, 20. So you can take that sort of a risk that I just take him as a hitter, where he won't be as bad in running as he was in that game. Maybe just does basic singles but not looking for two. He can, when there is, to rotate strike, and when he gets a chance to hit, he does that. That's a gamble you can take. But honestly, if I was RCB, I would not take that. I'd rather go with a full fit player, whoever that is, rather than go with a half fit Tim David. Though I agree with his hitting ability and all. Hamstrings don't get better. It's
Who do you
in the
get in
history.
place of Tim David?
Swastik Chakara.
What other? No, I think other
You may get...
Swastik Chakara you'll want.
See, instead of Tim David, you may get Zinda Patthar in Livingston.
Zinda Patthar is there.
Zinda Patthar is there.
No, he is there. You can look at
He
getting
is
him.
there, so he is.
Livingston, why
But
not?
See, that's precisely the reason. If you take a look at it, it's pretty... I mean, it may sound odd, but for a team that's done much better than Lucknow Super Giants, and this is one of the reasons when I picked my winner, this is the thought that I had, that even though RCB has clearly been the better team than Lucknow, yet in RCB, I can see uncertainty as to what they should do with players missing. With Lucknow, I don't think there is any uncertainty as to what their batting order or what their approach is going to be. So that's one thing. Primarily because I think LSG won their last game and RCB have lost their last game. I'm also a firm believer in momentum. It does make an impression. And if you've seen RCB, that break hasn't done them a lot of good. I think it came at a wrong time, unfortunately for them. Had that break not come, I think they should have sailed into the top two. In fact, when we had done our prediction, I think we had picked them to be in the top two. I think that break came at the wrong time, and that break has kind of helped Lucknow Super Giants clear their heads in that sense. So if I take a look at that, the momentum, the last run that has come. I know that Lucknow haven't had a great time here and at Ekana, and RCB have been here for 1 week practicing, getting used to the conditions here. But the solidity that I see in LSG's batting looks to be better than RCB. And the injury concerns that you've had for RCB, if Tim David goes out, and for Lucknow, it's kind of worked in advantage. I know Makram has gone out, but it doesn't affect him that much. I think Digvesh Rathi comes back in, so that makes a huge difference for their team as well. And one of the biggest advantage that they had was Willow Rook in the last game. I think he picked up 4 wickets, if I'm not mistaken. He's also given them a different dimension in the bowling. So, I mean, man to man, I'm thinking LSG slightly the edge over RCB. Having said that, the biggest decision maker is going to be the pitch. Now, I've read different reports. There's certain reports that suggested that it's going to be a red soil pitch. And what has happened on the red soil pitch this season for RCB, they've lost all the 3 games that they played on the red soil pitch that you have at Ekana. All 3 games. And if it is indeed a red soil pitch, then I'm giving RCB the edge. I still don't know. But then there are also reports that are suggesting this is that mixed soil pitch also that you have in Ekana. If it's a mixed soil pitch, then I may be tempted to go with an LSG who has done better and now seem to be getting their act together. In fact, even someone like a Rishabh Pant, who's been woefully out of form, showed those glimpses. And then the most important factor why I'm going with LSG is that if you see the trend that has happened now of lower ranked teams beating the higher ranked team, and that trend was broken last time. But there's a difference. Why I thought lower ranked teams were beating the higher ranked teams was because the higher ranked teams had pressure of playing for something, though lower ranked teams played free cricket because no pressure. And that situation wasn't there last game. Last game, yes, the lower ranked team lost to the higher ranked team, but both were under pressure because they both had to qualify for the top 2. So that neutralized the thing. For this game, once again, we go back to the point that was happening earlier, where lower ranked teams were beating higher ranked team, because higher ranked teams were playing for something, and today RCB are playing for a top 2 spot. Lucknow aren't playing for anything, so less pressure. And that, I think, was the crucial factor when I thought about it while I was driving to the office. I was thinking, which is the team, because yesterday I had said it's a 50-50 game for me, but when I put all things in favor of LSG, all things in favor of RCB, and then I came up with a team, so I've gone with Lucknow Super Giants, which says that we are 50-50 here in our studio.
We can't even go.
Wouldn't Lucknow Super Giants want to go towards a red soil wicket? Because I feel
They've lost all 3 games.
no, but with Lucknow at this point of time, Lucknow Super Giants, they would want a
I
high
would not
scoring
want
encounter.
to. No, but I wouldn't want to face Hazelwood in a red soil pitch. I would
because
not.
of the
Bounce.
I would not. So if I'm not saying that on a red soil pitch LSG cannot, but I think a mixed soil pitch with the spinners that
Sluggish.
LSG has,
you need the ball to stop
and
a bit.
so they, I think, still think
wouldn't that
they
suit
have
RCB a little more?
not at all.
Because
RCB.
as soon as you give RCB a target of 180, then Virat will make sure that he takes it in over the line.
RCB, yes, Virat is that one factor, but RCB have enjoyed high scoring encounters this game, and I feel that RCB's spinners versus LSG spinner, I'm only picking LSG spinners. So, I mean, I would want conditions that suit them better. So, if it's a Digvesh and Bishnoi, or Digvesh and Shabaz, I'm picking them ahead of Krunal and Suyash. So,
absolutely.
in that red soil, I think Krunal will also kind of enjoy
Or
that, the
Zinda
batting.
Patthar.
And red soil में batting, who knows, Phil Salt.
Yeah.
The only problem is they don't have a replacement for Tim David. You'll have to get in Livingston.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You'll have to. You have
See,
no
because
other-
for Hazelwood there is
and Mayank
blessing.
Agarwal will all. You can get in Swastik Chakar in place of Mayank Agarwal.
That is what ideally they should do.
They should ideally do
But
that,
they will
yeah.
go with Mayank, I guess.
Yeah. So, I mean, one of the twin towers from Zimbabwe has come, Blessing Muzrabani. So that's why he and Richard Ngarawa. That's the thing. So yeah, so it's split, but you can't even take Pawan's thing. We know where that vote is going.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. We can't even go to the 5th man.
We can't go to the 5th man. Well, it'll be 3-2 then.
Why can't you go to him?
Again,
Because we know where the vote is going to go to. Pawan, 2-2, which team?
No, please stay.
RCB.
Okay, Pawan has gone with RCB. So overall, if you see, it is RCB.
overall, it was always 1-1.
Exactly. It was 1-1, indeed. But I'm just curious. If Digvesh Rathi takes Virat Kohli's wicket, will he do the notebook celebration in front of him?
No way.
He will.
What do you think? That's an even bigger bet. Will
No
Digvesh Rathi do
way.
the notebook celebration in front of Virat Kohli if he gets him out?
He will do it.
Why not?
He will do
You know, I saw one thing very interesting. I was seeing this interaction between
fans and
and players, and this one fan stood up and said, Digvesh bhaiya, I'll just tell you one thing. आप ये सेलिब्रेशन मत रोकना. डजेंट मैटर कितना भी फाइन है, हम लोग सब जोड़ के फाइन देंगे फैंस, बट आप ये सेलिब्रेशन करते रहना. सो फैंस आर लविंग हिम यार.
Because if he's
Why
on
not?
social media, he'll have to quit that for some time if that happens.
Does not matter. I think he's, and I'll tell you why he will do the celebration. Even the team is supporting him. Akash Singh that day did the celebration.
did the celebration
And I'm
report,
100% sure this was discussed in the team where they all came together saying, okay, they've banned him, no, but Digvesh, we are with you, bro. We will do it for you. I'm liking that spirit of the team. Good on LSG to do that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Ashish, the McEnroe fan, Sachin, played tennis Grand Slams, if any? Huh?
No, he didn't play. Yes, he is a John McEnroe fan. Growing up, he was.
His hairstyle was like that.
But he, no, I don't think he means. He also knows that Sachin has not played any Grand Slam. I'm guessing he's asking, has he gone to see any Grand Slams?
He's
Yes, he
seen
has.
Wimbledon consistently. I don't think he's seen US.
He would have. Wimbledon, he's been there, but
Multiple times.
Australian also he would have.
he would have.
French also.
He's a big tennis fan. Sachin is.
Amongst the big four Fab 3 in tennis, who does he idolize in the current Fab?
Federer, no, he's a huge
He's a
Federer
Federer,
fan.
yes.
Yeah, he's a huge Federer fan. He went and met him. No, you remember Wimbledon? They
Yes,
organized a
yes.
meeting.
He's met all of them, I guess. Joker, Nadal.
He would have, but with Federer, he's a massive Federer fan, and they organized that whole meeting. And
Yeah.
did I show you this photo? Let me.
Yeah. Until then, we'll take one more.
Since I'm
comment.
talking about
Yeah.
Federer.
Ashish Dar, Bharo Namak, Phil Salt. will decide RCB win or
I wanted to show you that somebody who watches our show regularly met Roger Federer. Did I show you guys that?
Wow. He met Roger Federer. Recently or was it sometime back?
Recently.
Oh.
And if I'd say that
Do we-
Roger Federer sought an appointment to meet.
That's something.
What?
Yes.
My
That
goodness.
is something.
He's huge.
To meet one of our loyal viewers.
Ah.
The loyal viewer we think it is.
Yes.
Yes.
So she sent me pictures
Ah,
here.
great.
Okay.
Was it at one of the art galleries?
No,
Oh.
his team got in touch saying want to meet her.
Wow.
And he went to meet her.
Wow.
But they're seeking some sort of funds to
Okay.
do some charity.
Charity.
Lovely.
Great.
Awesome.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Roger
Roger
Federer's team
Federer.
gets in touch with you saying that want to meet. Say, okay, let's meet over lunch. And
Stuff of dreams. Stuff of dreams.
wife was also there. Mirka.
America.
Ah, Mirka.
I'll show you the picture. over
Daughters?
there. Twins, no?
Twins,
He has
yeah, yeah.
two
Sons,
twins.
Twin
Yeah.
daughters.
Here, this is the full picture with wife is also there.
Ah, there she is.
She's quite tall, huh? Mirka. I never thought that she's
Yeah, because we always saw her sat
sitting.
tense
Sitting
and only
there.
with one expression.
Oh, she's the one who's like really the fiery one, the
Yeah.
one with temperament.
Man, we've seen so much of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Medan Shroff from the UK is saying Pant should open. T20 power play batting masks a test match where you have to clear the infield and you're fine. The trend started with GT and hopefully it ends there. So he's
Trend started with GT meaning?
the losing bit where the lower ranked teams beat the higher ones. It started with GT and hopefully it ended there. It started with GT. That's what he's saying. Ashish Dhar is saying, would Sachin have won any Grand Slam if he played?
Arey, how do you know? But see, I often tell you that genius sports people, if they had taken any other sport, would also have been very good at it. Because they are geniuses at the end of the day. They have the mentality, they put in the hard work, they have the hand-eye coordination which is needed in most sport. Who knows? You would have been. But by the way, I've seen Sachin play table tennis. He is top notch. Like top notch.
Those wrists.
If your name's AB de Villiers, you can definitely win in more than one sport.
Yeah.
Hockey, rugby.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. But see again, because he played at school, college level, no,
Yeah.
that is the difference. But then you go in towards one sport, and I'm guessing the same with Sachin. You see him play TT even now. He's very good.
Wow.
Like very good.
Do you think the only sports person where you think multiple sports achieve that level of success, Dennis Compton? Cricket and football?
Yeah.
Arsenal, I think.
No,
Perry.
Ellis Perry, yes.
Elise Perry, yes.
She had to choose.
Matildas and the Australian cricket team. Maybe all the New Zealand women's team also. They also dabbled in multiple sports. If
Maybe
I'm not
they're all
mistaken.
sports people.
But as far as Asian is concerned, I don't think anybody. I can't think of any who've come into, say, suppose Amritraj was great in tennis, but I don't think he played any other sport.
No, that's because they never gave it a chance. But I'm just saying sports people are sports people. With that top level sports people, if they had taken any other sport, would have done well.
Kapil sir played cricket, but golf he never played at a bigger.
No, he is a very good footballer. He played for East Bengal. There was an exhibition match, but he played.
Oh.
Do you know? And people who saw that match, just Google
Early 90s.
do Kapil Dev and East Bengal. He played a proper match for East Bengal.
Early
I didn't see
90s.
that. Yeah, I didn't see that game. But people who did said that he wasn't bad at all. To play, and I'm not talking a short 5x5 or anything like that.
Yeah.
Proper match.
Maybe one more name that comes to my mind. Of course, it's two different sports altogether. Yevgeny Kafelnikov. Good tennis player, but now bridge champion here.
There you go.
Wow.
They're in the East Bengal colours.
1992.
I told you he played a match for East Bengal. That's a
East Bengal
proper
was
game.
Mohun Bagan.
No, it wasn't a Mohun Bagan. I think he played at the Salt Lake Stadium at Juvavarti Krirangam. He played a match. So he's pretty good, I believe. Okay, let's quickly look at some questions from the game. before we wind up. Syed Nizamuddin says, can we make the worst playing 11 of this year's IPL?
We have already done that, haven't
No, we haven't.
We haven't
No.
done. Maybe after the end of the IPL.
Simra Khalil is saying, if they win the toss, they will bowl first, obviously. Whoever, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Also,
that
North
is-
India are due now.
Yeah, I think that is what they'll tend to do. Yeah, Dew did play some sort of role in the last game that
Last
happened
game,
in Jaipur, may have happened here as well.
Yeah.
Medansh says a genius like Messi is made for football. Same with Sachin, I think made for cricket, or a Virat made for cricket. I mean, they were all incredible people.
Which sport do you think Virat could excel if he had chosen another, apart from
Any
cricket?
sport, no? How do you know, Siddharth? See, people who are saying good sportsmen or good sportsmen, they have the physical traits, the mental traits to excel. It's how much time you spend. So as a kid, he spent so many hours playing cricket, he perfected it. If you had spent hours playing some other sport, but see, the difference is that in India, if you're playing football, you don't have that kind of exposure or technical know-how or coaching. But in cricket, you have the best available, even if you're going from grassroots. That makes a huge difference.
Usain Bolt tried football, right?
He played cricket, football as well. But I'm
Played
just
a
saying
lot of
that-
these charity matches and all.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
Manchester United fan, so he's represented, I think, on a few occasions.
Bad boys, what a name. He says his Pant injured. LSG posted some clip where he was wearing a crepe bandage in the knee.
That does usually. I've
Yeah,
seen him
exactly
a lot
what
of times.
But I think because of that knee surgery and in order to protect it, I think he will wear it on a consistent basis.
Yeah, he does wear it consistently.
Yeah.
Sarat Chandra says, Nikhil sir, if Shreyas wins this year's IPL, will he reach Gambhir level of status as IPL captain or Dhoni Rohit level? Some may argue that 2 trophies with 2 teams, but I mean, Dhoni Rohit level is the top level, but Gambhir level for sure. I think he should be counted in the same
He
league.
will
Why
be one
not?
of the best captains in the IPL, and one of the after Rohit.
No, in your opinion, though, he's anyway Dhoni and Rohit mix. So
Yeah.
he's not one of the. He is the greatest.
I'm saying-
Already GOAT.
I'm saying he will become one of the.
Should be. He should be alongside
one of the
Gambhir.
Gambhir, yeah.
But he'll
But
be the
not
only
not
captain
Rohit.
within
No,
multiple.
but
Dhoni
more
level.
than Gambhir.
For us. For us.
See, he's destined to become captain. of
Gambhir
India.
has won 2 titles as captain and 3rd as mentor.
Yeah,
So,
but he has won with different teams.
He'll
Taken
be the
one team
only
to the
one.
final.
so
And
Gambhir
one
also
team-
took
no,
as
no, no.
mentor.
But you also have to see the fact that one team that had never played the final and has still never played it,
but-
and one team who never won.
But still Gambhir level, na? Dhoni's Rohit to have 5 titles.
But if
In your mind, he is bigger than both.
No, the
Rohit
only-
6 titles, Dhoni
from
5
here,
titles.
you know, the only problem is that since last night, I'm seeing a lot of people have already started to assume that Punjab has already won. That
Never
I
say
just hope that this is what fans are assuming. I hope inside the team they are not getting ahead of themselves.
That you are getting ahead of yourself. You said,
no,
if I'll be
But
shocked if Punjab
we
don't.
heard
I
it
am
from
from the
Shreyas and
outside
Ricky
saying-
yesterday only. They said we've not won anything, guys.
Correct.
but
this
That's
is
the
nothing,
attitude.
Ashant.
That's
Yeah.
the
Nothing.
I want that. should
We have
be
not
inside the
won
team,
anything.
outside.
We take home nothing right
I
now.
tell you, people in general, it's all whatever happens immediately. You start believing. Like for example, if RCB have a convincing win today, now everyone will see first title is coming for RCB. The mood changes
Narrative
every night.
changes, yeah.
Every night it changes. Yeah.
That's the beauty of IPL. Every day match.
Yes. Krishna Yadav. Small ground and flat pitches and impact rule look like a video game. Every over a boundary gone. Every over a boundary. Gone are the days when we see skill versus skill. Why team needs bowling 11 and batting 11? You bat with 9 batsmen in T20, frustrating.
Which is a valid point for the longest part, I agree. But I guess there's your answer about Hazlewood. Wood. I was saying there is no chance he's not playing. He's marking his run up already.
The
In batting practice
And
also.
batting,
Is he ready?
RCB
Of course
will
he's-
bat.
No, Yes.
But
No,
when-
his batting is not for his batting. He
Yeah,
wants to know
angles,
what length,
yeah.
what he's going to
Visualization.
do when I'm bowling. If the batter is looking like that. You see the other point also, yeah.
Visualization.
That's the thing, nah. So, but that which what Krishna is pointing out is true. But I think this IPL has done some little bit with those rule tweaks that has allowed bowlers to come back in. There's been a slightly
I think it was
Better
more towards
contest.
the impact sub-player rule, but I think
That I hate, yeah.
No, but very
End it.
interesting. Very interestingly, Dhruv Jurel has also now given a podcast very recently. It was recorded quite a long time back. But I know I have also never been a fan of the impact player rule, and I also don't like it at all. And the players also don't like it a lot. But I think lots of players have emerged through that also, because Dhruv Jurel said that I think he said that. He is very grateful that the impact player rule came in. Otherwise, he would not have ever gotten the chance.
Then have football like 4 substitutes if you want more player. That's not the purpose of the game.
Yeah,
I'm saying
true.
it's spoiling the balance of the game. The game that we love. It was one of the beauty about cricket was this. How do you get the balance right?
Yeah.
Balance. It's not like football. See, football, giving you a sport or a basketball, it's never been that. All you need those many point guards. You need for basketball. You need a feeder. You need this, and you just play with that 5 guys. And there is replacement for each guy depending on his role. So point guard will replace a point guard, or a forward will replace a forward. Same in football. Your top guys, your front line will replace front line. Your midfielders will replace midfielder. Yes, that's how. But in cricket, the beauty is each team can go in. It's not like in football you will have just one forward and I'll have 10 defenders.
I totally agree. I'm just telling you the other side to it also.
This impact rule
is happen, but just it has this side as well.
I would say it is one of the reasons you're looking at this gung-ho approach being adopted by more and more teams is because you have the luxury of getting another batter.
True.
Agreed.
If you're batting, if you played with the mindset, okay, batting ends at 7 or 8 at best, let's say at 8 I had somebody like a Jansen or a Shardul Thakur, you'll still take that. But Jansen now bats at number 10.
Yeah.
So the whole batting order changes, and then obviously if I know I've got more resources, I'm going to be taking all my chances, and then that's how the score gets pushed forward.
Agreed.
Ashish, the Shreyas ODI captain after Rohit after 2027 World Cup.
I never say nothing about Indian captaincy, boss.
Lot of time left.
So many, because over the years, so many vice captains and players, everyone, we built.
That's why he's never been vice captain. That's
Some have not, who have not been vice captain, I thought will be captain. Never, they were the best thing to have happened to white ball cricket since sliced bread. Even more impactful than a Shreyas Iyer also. Never got a chance. I'm not getting into names. Never got a chance. But this cricket and how Indian cricket happens is funny. Nobody can predict anything.
But with the IPL, I feel that somehow or the other you cannot stop. See, Rohit Sharma was such a long time wasn't able to become the captain in white ball cricket. But somewhere down the line, the person who is it has to happen. He got the opportunity. If those means were right, not right, all of that is very different. But 5 IPL trophies, the constant pressure you are putting on the selectors and on the whole system because of the IPL captaincy, I think that, because there were questions on Virat Kohli's white ball captaincy because you had somebody like a Rohit Sharma who was waiting in the wings, who had won 5 IPL trophies. So in that sense, if Shreyas Iyer wins this season also and he goes on and by chance wins another season, then till how long are you going to keep him away from that captaincy?
It's not about Shreyas Iyer.
No,
it's about everything. I mean, there are so many things. For example, Hardik Pandya, as I said, was on top of the world. He's not even a contender now in white ball captaincy. So things really change. You never know. For example, I'm just saying, Shubman Gill has a good time as a test captain. And he's already taken his team now to the top 4 in IPL. Who knows? People surpass. It's happened. I've seen it over the years. I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve to be captain or he won't be. But I will not want to look like a fool by proclaiming today that he will be captain and 5 years later look like a fool who said that he's going to be captain, because many things change. It's such a fluid scenario. Nobody with certainty can say anything that this, I give another example. Yuvraj Singh was a far bigger name, a brand than Shreyas Iyer is or ever will be. But never happened. Everything, I saw it from up close. I thought he's the next captain. Nobody in the world can stop him. Didn't happen. It's a funny way how sport plays out. And IPL was there at that time. He captained Punjab also, took them to semi-final. Nothing, you never know.
Agreed.
It's a funny setup.
Indeed.
Whole thing. Who knows what happens? Kapil Dev was 83 World Cup captain. After a few months, he was not captain also. Gavaskar had come back as captain. Yes.
Advait Bhurke is saying, do you think Tim Seifert is playing today if Tim David is not fit? Could be. We will have a confirmation next 17 minutes.
But you're right. I think it'll be
Zinda Patthar.
Zinda Patthar.
Nobody
Zinda Patthar
else
has
you
played
can-
also, na?
Yeah, he has. So,
Okay.
that is the way we are gearing up for the final league game of IPL 2025. Simple equation: winner top two, loser eliminate.
That's right.
That's it. If
Loser-
RCB. Only in the case if win top two, loser eliminate. That's the thing. So it will be PBK's GT in that case if they lose, and MIRCB in the eliminate.
Okay, who is going to be the man of the match? We made our predictions. It was 50-50 here between RCB and LSG. Man of the match.
That's a tough one.
Let's go. I'll go Virat Kohli.
Mm.
Big match. You need the big man to step up.
Tough one. Virat. I'll +1.
No one going for Hazlewood.
Hazlewood is in rhythm after 1 month because last time
Nobody going for Phil Salt.
Namak. We'll see Swadanusar.
Okay, yes. Swad Anusar.
Digvesh Rathi.
Oh, what a left field selection. Could be, you never know. Be a big moment for him. I'll go Nicky P.
Nicky P does have a good record against RCB, by the
He
way.
might be coming for the toss as well.
And Virat has a good record against LSG.
No, I'll go Nicky P.
Nicky P, of course.
You have to hedge your bets now. Just go for a more careful, curated option. Okay.
Toss is crucial.
Yes.
See you guys. Look forward to your company for our long format post match show, which will be coming up. Of course, we'll be live for the toss as well as mid innings, but post match. All I hope, and this is one thing I've been asking every day, close game. I've not been getting one. I hope I get a close encounter today. I want a last over nail biter. No, it's not happening.
Yeah.
Maybe they're saving it for the playoffs. Who knows? But if we get
What
it today
if
also.
You get it in this match that will become a battle of two fan bases. It could be that as well.
We get it on 3rd June.
RCB MI if it
Imagine
happens.
It can happen in eliminator or qualifier too. If
Yeah.
that is the thing.
But if I was just thinking last night, but if RCB is playing the final, do we see a full Narendra Modi Stadium?
Of course.
Full
What do you mean full?
as in all tickets sold.
Yeah.
Sold out.
Anyway, it should be full, or even if
Yeah, it should
RCB plays
be,
or not.
But you never know, na. If RCB is in there, I don't think it's going to be full.
I think I don't know. I have a.
Yeah, fair point. You don't have a fan base like you mentioned yesterday. There's only two.
No, but if
RCB also
Gujarat
not
reaches,
sure.
then
Perhaps, but
yeah. I think with Gujarat, no Mumbai also.
See, with Mumbai
I
losing,
don't think that any other team, if any other team reaches, it's going to be a sold out.
see with Mumbai losing,
Gujarat,
Big stadium.
but
very
they're
big
playing
stadium.
home, na.
but no, you
But,
know,
but what happens? No, final. Even if you're not really supporting, everyone wants to be at an IPL final.
Neutral,
It's
yeah.
just that I went to
the
an
grandeur of the occasion.
you know, with MI
Yeah.
losing yesterday, the chance of a mouth-watering clash MI RCB in the final is gone.
Everybody wants. That's true.
I don't
like
think that is
final
happening.
and you're a cricket fan, you want to go and watch an IPL final.
But your prospects of a final, a thrilling final, can come good because 3 major finals you look at IPL, if you look at thriller, absolute thriller, have come in the odd years. 17, MI won by 1 run against RPS. 19, MI won by 1 run. 2023, last ball 4, Jadeja.
This venue.
No.
Yeah.
It was at Modi Stadium.
Ahmedabad. I'm thought this one you're not Ekana. hai.
Listen,
we were
the one
talking
that
about-
we're talking about.
Ahmedabad, na?
Last ball, 3-day final.
3-day, 3-day final.
3-day final.
Okay.
Krishna Yadav, look at the ground like Delhi and Kolkata. So small boundary, and curator has been asked again and again, pitch to be flat. Want to see Suryavanshi and Prince Arya to battle against spin and swing.
Priyansh
Arya.
He's got Prince Priyansh.
Priyansh,
Okay.
autocorrect.
Tim Prince, but autocorrect.
I thought it was Prince Yadav or somebody.
But
there.
you know, Krishna, we agree on your larger point. We all love a good contest, and this is also a valid point about grounds. What they made anyway, Indian grounds are much smaller than what you get in the, let's say Australia or South Africa. It's smaller, but worse still, for IPL, because you make space for the cheerleaders and everything, you really push the ropes further in, and miss hits also go. I completely agree with you. The ground should not be compromised. Keep them as big as possible. Instead of 60-meter boundaries, make it 75 meters, something like that.
Ghana is 70 meters.
But 75,
But Vaibhav
80 should
Suryavanshi
be.
did play in Delhi. He got that 50. Fine
CSK.
But he's saying he wants them to play at
More
bigger
quality
grounds
spin
and against
swing.
on good pitches, not flat pitches like you're getting, and not small grounds. That's what he's
He's
saying.
going to England. We can see there.
We'll see that.
England, it's no longer the England of that.
Are better than this and bigger grounds, na?
Yes.
Chalo,
In 12 minutes time
On
now,
that
we'll
note.
see.
Yeah.
what happens?
Yep. See you soon.
Take
from
care, guys. Bye bye. See you end show. Ask ball is bowled. We are live.
Yes.
Bye.